Anya. There's Sean the harp. There's Stick. It is morning. We are at the Brothers of Maria Hilfe in Koblenz. And it's time for me to start to get ready to go. So, okay. Good morning. Let me get this right. Get this out of the way. As you can see, it's pretty. There you go. Good morning. Sean the harp, Jerry the Stick, my good self. We're the flouting harper, and we're on our way to Jerusalem from Ireland. And we arrived yesterday in Koblenz. So let me see. I don't know if I did an update yesterday. I'm not sure I did. So where was I? Oh yeah, I was supposed to head towards Koblenz and get as close as I could possibly get yesterday, the day before, and I got as far as Mulheim, somewhere on the hill. I didn't make it to Koblenz. So I was heading for the Mosel, and hills, up and down, up and down. It was a lovely walk yesterday, but I was really slow, and I got stopped a few times the day before yesterday. And yeah, I decided I was gonna stay in I have the thing here. Of course, I know where it is. This is Koblenz. This is where I go. Let's see. Doesn't tell me anything. Koblenz, Mulheim, Koblenz, something. It's just on the top of the hill. It's beautiful. There's lots of, they grow fruit up there. So on that side of the Mosel, between the Rhine and the Mosel, they grow fruit. So pears, apples, plums, you name it. And I had a lovely day's walk. It was lovely. It was. I met a woman who's also called Anya, who had ice cream, and then yesterday evening I took it easy. I had a big the day before. Yesterday I arrived here, so the day before I was grand. Yes, so let's talk about yesterday. Yesterday morning I got off early enough, and I set off late enough because I had breakfast. And then I met a woman called Brigitte as I was trudging up the hill to go over the hill towards the Mosel. And she invited me into the house, gave me coffee and pears from her tree. I think I still have one. And then her husband came and brought cake. Who says no to cake? That wouldn't be me. So I said yes to cake, as you do. I said yes to cake, and then I set off over the hill I mean, those Romans, they really, they really were everywhere. It wasn't a very long walk, but I would stop and started over and over and over. Met loads of people. Koblenz is stunning. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. I don't know enough about it. I don't have enough time to hang around. I have to get to a part today. Like, I'm starting to realize that the end of summer is already kind of knocking on the door. Time is flying, like it's going so fast. Day 128. Um, so I went for a dinner last night. That was my dinner. I came and stayed with the brothers of what is it? It's this man here above my head. They have a cloister here, and they were okay with me being here. It cost 28 euros. It is really, really comfortable. It's really nice. I had a lovely bed. The shower is amazing. Um, and yeah, I went out. I sat in some the cafe around the corner and had some beer and didn't really talk to anybody. So it wasn't I didn't have the energy. I wanted to go and play, but I should have done that when I arrived rather than um, once I arrived. I'm just so glad to put the pack down. So I went out for a few beers and then just went to bed and I just slept. I think the big difference that I'm experiencing right now is that I just don't have as much energy as I used to have. I'm tired. I'm tired quite often. So I just went to bed really. I was in bed by 10 as the sun was setting, and that's okay, I think. So I did put in for a couch surfing bed, and I wasn't sure if I'm gonna go as far as Rennes or as Boppard. So I'm heading for Boppard today. I have a bed there, a couch surfing bed. Somebody might a little bit older than myself, also a traveling person. Sounds like a nice individual, and they're coming back from a trip, and I think I'm staying in a caravan, so that makes me very, very, very happy. Cause yeah, it makes me happy. It makes me happy that I'm heading there. So I'm plaiting my hair. I got some. I figured out how the Germans have their thing. So there will be a bakery will be open. So I got some. The bakeries are sometimes open on Sundays, but all shops are closed on Sundays. So it's not as in Ireland or in England or in Holland where supermarkets are open on Sunday. Here the supermarkets are closed on Sunday. So I went to one of the Netto's, Cheapy Whippy supermarket, and got myself a little bit of cheese and the cheaper thing that they have is like chicken in aspic. So kind of this is something that we used to eat when I was small, and yeah. So I'll go find the bakery, get some bread, and then I bought yogurt drinks because I was thinking about the the priest, Father Johannes. So and it's good for the old stomach. I've been moving around to weird places, and yogurt, any type of yogurt things, are good for the stomach. So hair is plaited. I'm ready to go, I suppose. Um, yeah, Bophart. So now tomorrow I'll have visitors going to stay with me for the afternoon. from the Süddeutsche Fernsehen. They have been on to me, and they want to do some kind of documentary thing. Now I saw again. I have to climb today, so I have to decide whether I'm going to do 22 kilometers over the hills or whether I'm going to do 19 kilometers along the coast. I think I'm going to try to do the hill, and if it doesn't work, then I will come down and 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 go over the flat. It's very hilly here, so I'm gonna walk to the Deutsche Eck, which is where the Rhine meets the Mosel, and the Mosel looked really, really, really lovely yesterday, I have to say. But then it turns out they have a bit of a dam, so a sluice in there. So on the Mosel itself, it looked really lush and green and full. But then once you came on the side where it meets the Rhine, it is all dry again. The weather has been really nice and kind, about 22 degrees, which was really, really, really nice. Yeah, yeah, I think I'm really done. I'm really done. Herdplatte, let's put this in. Oh yeah, better take all my pills. So what do I take? I take some variation of glucosamine. I'm taking something for my muscles. What is it? Oh yeah, the head, yeah. And then I'm taking some natural anti-inflammatory. Curcuma is the anti-inflammatory, and then magnesium for my muscles. I knew it. It helps with cramping. So, I have my Pilgrim's passport. I have to go find my shell. Where's my shell? Thing is packed. That is packed. There we go. You can see how my clothes have been fading. That always happens in the sun, eh? If you spend enough time outside, it all fades. I kind of like it. So yeah, supposedly I'm in wine country. I was going to drink some wine, and then I decided not to. There's that. Okay, they're on as well. Oh, sorry. Now, yeah. And in Germany, all the bells klingel. So it's Sunday. I'm gonna go call my family today as well. I met another pilgrim, a young woman. Yesterday she was walking to Gül in Koblenz, where she was staying, so I might meet her again today. She was leaving around the same time as well. So I'm going to go to the German Egg now, and because the Deutsche Egg, because I didn't see it last night, and then I'm heading off over the Jakobsweg. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get a little bit lonely. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I was talking to my different friends, and people are really nice. You know, there's a lot of people that have, well, obviously Germany, because they have waymarked so many of the caminos, like literally there is Jakobwegs everywhere. You that people wish you well along the way. I mean, which is really, 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 really lovely. It really, really helps. But yeah, as far as pilgrims go, of course, I haven't met that many, and yeah, it gets a bit lonely. I'm ready to go. I don't know. There isn't much I can say anymore for this morning. Um, I feel a little bit bad that I haven't done more social media, but that also means that I'm really getting into the journey. So maybe that's a good thing. Yeah. Uh, there you go. Cheese. I have water in there as well. This one, and I'll put my fruity in there. I feel really bad about all the plastic bottles, like, it's really not good. Okay, I'm going to put Shawnee where? I'm going to put Shawnee on the table and put him on. Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, Coblet is beautiful. It has the old walls. There's like across the road, like there was where all the the Ritters like nights and stuff. There was a night hall across the road. This was there's a church behind here. This was part of where the nobility lived and stuff. There's a lot of buildings here from the 1700s again. It's just really lovely. I was in the Maria Kirche there yesterday. You know, and all of it has foundations in the 11th century, so it's old. All of it is old. I'm sorry I don't have that much news this morning. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm feeling good. I'm okay. I'm feeling good, and yeah, I'm gonna go start my day and hopefully have a bit more stories, a few more stories. I like when I'm walking, I have all these things in my head, and I'm going like blah, 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 to myself and to the harp and to the stick, and I think, oh, I should say that in my updates. Oh, I should do this in my updates. I should say this. I should say that. I met a man called Mike yesterday along the Mosel, and we had a nice little chat, and there were people were sailing on water, and it all looked really nice, and then I'm thinking, oh, I should say this and I should say that in my update. And do I do it? Can't remember a thing. So yeah, it was a good day. It was short yesterday. Today will be a long day. I think I'll be out there for 6 to 8, maybe 9 hours. I know I have the bed. It looks like an old, one of those old um, wagons that they had for work during the along the roads and stuff. So I think that's where I'm staying at. And then, yeah, I'm closing in on Bingen. Germany has so much religious stuff. It is unreal. Who would have known? Like, and I still do this. I'm still amazed that I speak German, and I'm still like, I'm kind of, what's going on with me most of the time. So I'm waffling away to myself all day long, happily telling myself all the stories that supposedly I'm going to be telling you guys. I've been doing a little bit of film as well while I'm walking, in the hope to do some edited videos. But like, when am I going to do this? Like, I can't even get photos up on Twitter. Okay, it's time to go. I want to be out of here before 9 o'clock because, you know, if I can make it to to Boppard at 5 or 6. That would be amazing. Wish me well, wish me luck. I'll try and do another update maybe at the end of the day as well, when it's all still fresh in my mind. Thank you for being here with me. The dinner was good. The beer is good as well. And yeah, my name is Anja, Sean the Harp, Shtick. And we'll see you on the other side. Life is good. Life is good. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.